Hello, it's DEVORAH. I am so excited to be here for my first episode of Soul Life with DEVORAH. This is a place for spirituality, wellness, and inspiration. And I will be here talking to you at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday to share inspiration, thoughts, teaching, conversation, musings, poems, meditation, mindfulness, all kinds of lifestyle, inspirational experiences. And I'm excited to be here because these are the kind of conversations I want to have. And I want to hear from you about what you want to learn about and what you want to talk about. Because my biggest gift in having been a transformational coach and mind body therapist for the last 27 years, yes, it is even hard for me to believe that I've been doing it that long, is the gifts that I get from my clients, the gifts that I get from my students, where they tell me stories, they share what's going on in their lives. And I tell them all the time, I learn as much from them as I teach to them. And it really is a give and take kind of experience. So for me, it's all about connection and all about living consciously and making choices to have the life that you want. And, by doing this, this gives me the life that I want. So thank you for being here with me and for participating in this. So this week I kicked off an amazing experience. It is a 30-day online quest through Mind Valley, which is a wonderful, really out-of-the-box thinking, educational, I don't know what it is, a website and all kinds of online courses. And they even have Mind Valley U, where you go to a place around the world and learn in person. So I don't know how to describe what they are, but Mind Valley is extremely cool. So if you don't know about it, check it out. And I'm on a 30-day quest to create my life book. And this is all about taking some time with their app every day, as well as a workbook and my journal, to look at 12 categories of life and decide what's my vision, what's really important to me in life. And it got me thinking about being really present and really conscious and setting intentions, and how that makes such an unbelievable difference in everything that I do in my life, and everything that I see really works for other people. So I wanted to talk to you about mindfulness and about setting intentions. And just to start, it's always so powerful to just drop down into your body and just be mindful right here and now. I am feeling really present in my body and really excited to be launching this show. And I wanted to give you a chance to drop down into you. So as much as you might be on Facebook, whether you're watching me live or on the replay and sort of stopping to see if something's interesting, what's most interesting for you, and what ought to be most interesting for you if it's not, is what's going on with you. So take a moment to just roll your shoulders, get your neck open, and drop down into your own body just by letting your gaze soften, taking a few deep breaths, letting your eyes close, and letting the breath start from the base of your belly all the way up to your collarbones, holding it there for a moment, and then letting the exhale go. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth is a powerful way to really cleanse and sweep and drop down into this present centering moment. Imagine that you're fogging up the mirror. And when you land with yourself now, just as I have felt landing with myself doing that, even after 30 years of meditating and practicing yoga, it is always new to drop down into this moment, because this moment is a moment that has never existed before. This body, this mind, this DEVORAH, just like you, is new at this moment. So if you land here, you have an opportunity to really see where you're starting and where you are, and then to be able to set an intention for what's important to you. So living consciously is about setting intentions. And not only am I doing the life book this month, but I also in the past week had an amazing experience of starting to work out at Train Boston, which is a great boot camp gym and physical therapy place here in Wellesley, which is the next town over from where I live in Newton, just outside of the city of Boston. And when I started physical therapy there in the winter with a rotator cuff injury that literally kept me unable to do pretty much any of the active athletic yoga things that I love to do. Swimming, biking, yoga, really couldn't do them for many months. When I started my physical therapy there, I said to David, my physical therapist, when I'm done with my physical therapy, I have a vision. I'm setting my intention to actually do boot camp classes here. Now, keep in mind, I was lying on the physical therapist table. I was in pretty severe pain. The mobility in my shoulder was so limited, I couldn't even do a down dog in yoga for probably 6 or 8 months. And I was determined. I saw myself there doing squats and kettlebells and medicine balls and running up and down the stairs. I would see people, in the back room doing that. And I had a vision that I was going to heal and I was going to get there. And last week I started my very first class. And this is not a coincidence. This was a vision that I had. I did my physical therapy exercises every day. I went to my appointments and I saw myself getting back to strength. So I ask you, what vision do you have with yourself? What is it that you're going for? And starting with where you are at today is an amazing and necessary place, because if you don't know where you're beginning, then you don't have any starting point. And if you don't take the time away from life, you're always in your life, of course. So can you take a moment to step out of your life and assess and say, okay, where am I now and where do I want to be? You have an opportunity to sort of change that path. And we create, as we have different thoughts and different habits, we actually change the neural pathways in our brain and we change our own experiences. So I ask you, what is your vision? If you start with what is present and what is true for you right now, where are you and where do you want to be? And just like me, from the physical therapy table in pain to doing kettlebell squats and lunging and running up and down the stairs and pulling on that, doing chin-ups with the TRX bands, I got from place A to place Z step by step. But it started with where I was and setting the intention for where I wanted to be. So for you, what does that look like? Where are you and where do you want to be? So let me know in the comments. If you're not where you want to be, what's going to help you get there, right? Setting the intention and creating the vision is important, but also creating the step-by-step, which I needed help for, right? I needed David, my physical therapist, to help me get there and give me the exercises to do every day. Couldn't have done it for me, but if I didn't get the help, I never would have gotten there. So that's my inspiration for you today, is where are you now and what's the vision? Dropping down into your mindfulness and where you are today as a beginning point and setting that intention. And do not stop until you get there, because you're worth it. So thank you for being here. I look forward to Soul Life with you next Wednesday. If you're watching on the replay, I'm excited to have you here. And let me know in the comments what it is that you'd like to talk about, or if you'd like to see an interview, or if you'd like to come on here with me and we can have a conversation together. I want to give voice to our whole community here. And it's just always a pleasure. Like I said, so much learning that I get from hearing from you. So blessings to you. Namaste. And I look forward to seeing you at Soul Life with DEVORAH next Wednesday. Goodbye.